And that's kind of how I feel about politics, is that the major choices are, which Zio are you going to, which one are you going to support? And that's just not where I am right now. So I'm not excited about the election at all. It's been horrific, to be honest with you. MAGA has actively campaigned against Project 2025. Just bizarre times we're living in. But there are some good moments. There are some fun moments. And Donald Trump, even at his old ass age, he's too old to run for president, but he's out here. He got a few tricks in the bag. He's the old guy at the Y. He's the old guy at the Y with a few tricks up his sleeve. And one of them is he rolled out in a effing garbage truck. Man, so I'm torn on this, man. I'm torn on this. At first I was like, him doing it right after the McDonald's set seemed kind of forced to me. But then now I'm looking at it, I might change my take on that. Because I think Nick Fuentes posted something like this is shit or this is lame or something like that. And I agreed and I retweeted it. But I don't know, because this isn't like the McDonald's was your classic, I'm a billionaire, but I'm not above doing this. And it was a troll at Kamala, of course. This one was straight up. It wasn't him really trying to, in a way, he was trying to say I'm relatable, but it was more just a troll on all the leftists. So I'm actually saying this is pretty good now. I'm changing my take on it. I'm still absorbing it. I think this is actually a good, so I'm changing my take. I'm not dissing this. How do you like my garbage truck? How many legendary moments is bro gonna have? You make this bro take a mugshot. He turns it into a legendary moment. They don't put the cuffs on him, but they bring him in for arraignment 4 times. All legendary moments. We're watching the caravans go down the street. He comes out remember the New York one? He comes, I don't know where it is in the building, and they have it gated off. He comes out looking like a boss. He came in like a effing like mobster from back in the day. I mean, in a good way. Like, hey, these people bringing me in, but you can't. He looked like a boss when they brought him in. He didn't look weak at all. So they keep trying to do this stuff. Trump is he's just a different dude. He's a human marketing machine. You can't mess with this dude as far as like trying to taint him. So they say, oh, you do the kill Tony garbage truck joke. And then Trump, he's not even as based as he was, and he's still doing this stuff. Whoever's with the campaign, I think they're taking him in a better direction. I can guarantee you this isn't Susie Wiles. He says, how do you like my garbage truck?
This truck is in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden. How do you like my garbage truck? This truck is in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden. How do you like my garbage truck? This truck is in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden.
And he knows that's what cuts through. This is the stuff that I want to see from Trump, is this type of stuff that cuts through. Whether it lands for certain people or not, this is way better than any speech or anything that he could do. Look at these pictures, man.
Answering some questions from reporters.
Joe Biden to make that statement, it's really a disgrace.
You said the other day that the military could be used, that the military or the National Guard could be used on election day if necessary.
This nigga doing a press conference in the garbage truck.
I don't think they'll have to be used. I think we're going to have a big victory. And I think 250 million people in this country are going to be very happy because we're going to bring the country back. We're a nation in decline, very, very serious decline. And we're going to bring our country back.
Did you know that Elon Musk was in close contact with President Bush? Did you know about this? Did you know about Elon Musk at all?
No, I don't know. Elon is a great guy. He's one of our geniuses, and we have to protect our geniuses. We have to take care of our geniuses. There aren't too many of them. Yes, please.
Puerto Rico an apology for what the comedian said.
No, I love Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico loves me. I don't know anything about a comedian. I love Puerto Rico. Nobody's done more for Puerto Rico than me. I took care of them when they had the big hurricanes, and nobody gets along better with Puerto Rico and the Puerto Rican people than me. They love me, and I love them.
I like how Trump, he always goes to that exaggeration. He's like, nobody's taking care of them better than me. It's marketing, man. If you're not going to be a salesperson for yourself, who is? And that's Donald Trump. Another legendary moment. This dude's going to have legendary moments for the rest of his life. He's just natural at it. The McDonald's, I didn't talk about the McDonald's, but it was just so dope. He's authentic. Then he went to the barbershop. I guess it was a black barbershop, but there was a lot of light skins in there. I was like, where's the black people at? Whatever. It doesn't matter. He was boss in the barbershop, and then Kamala copied the barbershop moment, and she couldn't do it as naturally. I mean, part of it because she's a woman. You see women in the barbershop sometimes, but it's typically just men. So she was just kind of out of place there, and she felt awkward. You could tell. Trump was natural. Trump, he's just like, I'm just myself. He's secure with himself. And Kamala goes into these arenas and she goes into these areas and she's not secure with herself. And she is the living embodiment of why women shouldn't run like that. There's a few, I like Jen Perlman. That's my girl. She can do anything. Carrie Lake. I mean, she's a Zionist, but I still like her energy though. So there are some that I'm like, you can do some stuff. But Kamala Harris, no, she can't. And everybody knows it. And Donald Trump, look at how casual he is. He's more comfortable and casual sitting in the cab of a garbage truck. And could never pull that off. I mean, Trump's one of the best, man. He's just a effing living legend at this stuff, man. I just want to go over some of the story here of what happened. I don't even know the full story. That's all I know is these clips here. So what happened here? Today, Donald Trump made a dramatic entrance to his campaign rally. So is this what happened? He arrived in Green Bay, Wisconsin via this garbage truck. He rolled up in the garbage truck. He literally rolled up. So this was in response, obviously, to, I didn't even bring it up, but Joe Biden. And I don't know what Joe Biden was trying to say. He said it. I don't know if that's what he meant. I don't know what he meant. But we're at that place where we just have to take him by his word, what he said. And he appeared to label Trump supporters as garbage. So then Trump arrived in the garbage truck, obviously a troll, to capitalize on the statements. The other thing to think about here, though, is as good as it is, as smart as it is, there's nothing else that's cutting through than this. I wouldn't care about anything else he did today if he didn't do this. Is that there's no one, you're not reaching anyone. A lot of people have already voted. My wife already voted. We're in Colorado. That's another story. I don't know if we're going to get to that. That's another story for a certain time. There will be a time to get to and unpack all of the shenanigans and nonsense going on in every single state that has a trifecta of Democrats at the state legislative level, at the Secretary of State. They don't all show their party affiliation, but we know where they land. AG, especially AG, and governor, it's a wrap. Michigan is a trifecta. Trump has no chance in Michigan. Zero. You saw what happened. He won last time, in my opinion. Kept drawing it out. How many days? Next day, 10,000 more. It was like, wait a second. What is going on here? So not everybody, but a lot of people have already voted, whether that counts or not, whatever. They're done, though. Who is this reaching? Who is the person that, I wasn't going to vote, but Trump came out in the garbage truck, so I am going to vote? Who is that? Maybe some men? I don't know. How many? Maybe some white men. He is a little bit going back to where I said you need to be getting. Now they're panicking about white men in Pennsylvania. I don't know if you saw that. Charlie Kirk. It's the same stuff we've been talking about. Charlie Kirk, Mike Cernovich saying there's too many women voting in Pennsylvania. Well, you should have thought about that the whole time. Maybe you should have done some more Kill Tony sets. Megyn Kelly came out and said, I didn't like the I'm paraphrasing. She didn't like the Kill Tony set. She said it was too masculine is my understanding of what she said. It's too masculine. You're rubbing women the wrong way. Good. You need men, white men obviously white men. It's not black men. They're not voting for Trump like that. As much as you might see these TikToks with these whatever influencers, they're not voting for Trump like that. Not in any serious numbers. So now they're scrambling at the end for white men. But you're not reaching anybody with this. Nobody's changing their mind. If the white man wasn't going to vote before, this ain't going to bring them out. Not in any significant numbers. But it's still good stuff, though.